Hi boys and girls, I'm the mystery reader today. It's Mrs. Fady, and I'd like to read you a book that I used to read to my children when they were little. The name of the book is Snuggly Piggy and the Magic Blanket, and it's by Michelle Steptoe. Once there was a little fellow named Snuggly Piggy. He lived with his Aunt Daisy in a bright blue house at the edge of a quiet stream. When Snuggly Piggy was very young, practically brand new, Aunt Daisy made him a blanket out of odds and ends to keep him warm at night. It was a beautiful blanket full of all the creatures in the universe. It had a bright moon floating in a clear blue sky, and stars and an ocean and a funny boat like a house. In the center it had a man and a woman holding hands. The woman had red shoes and silvery earrings. The man had a long beard that looked terrifically bristly. There's the blanket. Every night when Snuggly Piggy went to bed, Aunt Daisy tucked the blanket around him so that no cold drafts would get under his covers. Every morning when he woke up, she folded the blanket inside out and hung it over the foot of the bed. And once a week, Aunt Daisy took the blanket down to the quiet stream and rubbed it and scrubbed it fresh and clean and hung it out to dry. Aunt Daisy took very good care of the blanket. She knew how much Snuggly Piggy liked it. What Aunt Daisy didn't know was that it was a magic blanket. Every night after she tucked Snuggly Piggy in bed and turned out the light, the man and the woman and all the creatures on the blanket came to play with him. They laughed and sang and danced in the clear moonlight. Each creature sang its own special song and danced its very own dance. They taught Snuggly Piggy to dance too, and every night he danced and danced until he danced himself to sleep. Snuggly Piggy loved his magic blanket. He never went to bed without it. But one washing day, when Aunt Daisy had taken the blanket down to the stream and rubbed it and scrubbed it fresh and clean and hung it out to dry, it began to rain. It rained and it rained and it didn't stop raining, and that night Snuggly Piggy had to go to bed without his magic blanket. "Don't worry, my Snuggly Piggy," said Aunt Daisy when she tucked him into bed. Then she gave him a big hug and kiss and turned out the light. In the dark, the rain came down even harder. Snuggly Piggy thought he could hear his friend calling for help. He thought, and after a while, he tiptoed out to the front door and opened it. Crack, crackle went the lightning. Snuggly Piggy could see the magic blanket flapping miserably in the wind and rain. And quick as he could, he shot down the path to the stream. "I'm coming," he shouted. The thunder shouted back. The wind lashed the rain in angry circles around his head, but he grabbed the magic blanket in his arms and dashed back to the bright blue cottage. Inside, Snuggly Piggy hung the blanket by the fire to dry. Its stars and moon were dark. The little boat still rocked crazily on the stormy sea, but not a single creature was missing. Soon the blanket began to dry. His friends shook out their tails and scales and feathers and fur and stretched out their hooves and their paws. The man patted his bristly beard dry in the warm glow. The woman took off her red shoes and wiggled her toes. One by one, Snuggly Piggy's friends fell asleep. At last he whispered, "Good night, everyone," and tiptoed back to his bed. Snuggly Piggy slept for hours and hours. When he woke up, Aunt Daisy was folding his magic blanket inside out over the foot of the bed. "Well, my sleepyhead, good morning to you," she said. While Aunt Daisy made his breakfast porridge, Snuggly Piggy peeked inside the magic blanket, and what do you think he saw? Everyone was there, safe and warm, and the man and the woman and all the creatures. And above them in the sky was the bright yellow sun, dancing and shining, and next to it, a beautiful rainbow. I hope you enjoyed the book, and I'll see you soon.